I was deep into astrology and numerology. I didn't have the conviction of astrology and numerology until I read the renunciation prayer on the Out From Among Them website. Outside of that video I saw about each sign being tied to demons or whatever, and other things that I saw just from my own knowledge of astrology and numerology, I understand why it goes against God or having Christian beliefs. Number one, because your sign is based up on the planetary alignments at the time of birth. Then there's your birth chart. Your birth chart explains your personality, if you will, or different things that you will encounter growing up based on the time that you were born and how the planets were lined up. For instance, if Leo is in Venus, that will explain how you are in relationships and so on and so forth. But again, this is because of your time of birth. It can go so far as to say, oh, well, your mother won't be in the household, so this will cause you to think or behave this certain way in relationships, or you will be good in this field, or so on and so forth. And for those reasons alone, like me explaining how it will say a parent may not be in the home and you may not communicate well with others, or just a host of things. What I'm explaining is your sign is based up on your sign, or your personality or how you act is based up on your time of birth and how the planets were aligned. If you are a Christian, if you believe that the Lord heals me of everything, of diseases, of mental health, of abuse, of being neglected, everything else, then why do I keep going back to something that was written when I was first born? Why would I keep going to my sign to get guidance on how I behave in a relationship? If I'm a Christian and I believe that the Lord heals me of not being a good communicator, or not being open, not being vulnerable, then why do I keep going back to my zodiac sign that's telling me, oh, you get mad quick, you're a Leo, or oh, you're not emotional, so you're an Aquarius? You keep going back to astrology to justify why you are how you are or who you are, when that's really an excuse for you not to evolve. And it really keeps you in this repetitive cycle of not getting or receiving what you want, because you've tied yourself to this false thing. Numerology, that's pretty much the same thing, but that's based up on your birth date. All the numbers in your birth date that will give you your life path. That's basically telling you the trajectory of your life. It'll either be this, or you will be that, or oh, you like this, and so on and so forth. Now, again, a lot of this stuff, it does make sense. It will correlate. But if you just look at everything on the surface, it's just basically naming human experiences. And by the time you get through looking at someone's birth chart, we all should be the same sign, because out of the 12 signs, you're going to find about 8 in somebody's birth chart. That's something that I've done away with. I no longer identify with being a zodiac sign. I'm not going to say it because some of y'all on here be like, yeah, I knew, or I thought you was. No, I no longer identify with being a zodiac sign. I don't look up the information. Also with numerology, I know people see repeat numbers and this and that. Some refer to them as angel numbers or whatever. I used to do that, but I don't any longer. Now, I do know that the Lord communicates to me through numbers. And there have been scriptures and other information that I've received, but I've learned to look up Strong's Concordance instead of Google angel number or whatever. So yes.